Welcome, everyone, to episode number 134 of Talkin Kentucky. My name is Coleman Scott, and his name is Caden Holmes with a goated background there. Continued. It is black, of course, not blue as Caden
It turned back to black for me tonight, guys.
Back to black.
So
back in black. Is that a movie?
back in black. No, that's a song, right?
I don't know. Am I supposed to know that?
Are you thinking of Men in Black?
Maybe. It could be. Could be. Anyway, it is June. No, it's not. It's actually July now. So just butchered that. It's July the 10th. And Caden, did you have a good Independence Day?
AC/DC. Thanks, Madeline. That's what I thought. Back in Black. Yeah, it's a good song.
Okay, AC/DC.
Before your time, Coleman.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just a baby. Yeah, I'm still in my 20s. Anyway, Caden, did you have a nice Independence Day?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I went home, saw Jurassic Park. Have you seen Jurassic Park, the new Jurassic Park?
I have not. I've heard mixed reviews about it, though.
Well, they don't have any of the original characters, so it was kind of a downer. I feel like you go to the movies now, and it's the same, like, 3 actors in every single movie. Have you noticed that?
I have, yeah. It's actually been a long time since I've been in an actual movie theater. Okay, and I want to say I've been at least once since COVID, but I feel like since the pandemic, I just haven't gone back to a movie theater. It's not because I'm scared of the virus. I just haven't been back. It's like we stopped going to them, and I just haven't gone back. So,
well, anytime you go see a movie, you're guaranteed to see either Scarlett Johansson or Kevin Hart or Dwayne Johnson. Yeah. Like, one of those is going to be in every movie.
Hey, I've met Kevin Hart once. We had a whole
really?
3-second conversation. Yep. Backstage at Saturday Night Live. Won't go into the story of how that came about, but I did. I said hello to Kevin Hart, and he said,
"Is he shorter than you?"
He is shorter than me.
Is he as short as what it looks like?
Yeah, he is as short. He is shorter than me, which anytime I meet anybody shorter than me, I get, glee from that. So especially Kevin Hart. I feel like if Kevin Hart can make it big, then I can make it big. Caden, so, with it doesn't matter how tall or short you are. Tyler Eulis was also shorter than me.
I was about to say he's shorter than me,
and he made it far too. So I think there's hope for us, Caden.
He's the first UK basketball player I've seen that's literally smaller than me, weight and height. So,
I mean,
he's a point guard too. So,
hey, Isaac Humphries was in one of my classes at UK, and I was having a whole conversation with him one time about how I wanted to play basketball for UK, but decided I had a little bit better chance playing trumpet for UK instead of basketball. And he said, "Hey, you're taller than Tyler Eulis." And I was like, well, that's very true. I am. So
which one of them said everyone likes music? Was that Perry?
That was Perry Stevenson. Yeah, I told Perry Stevenson I majored in music because he was a little bit before my time at UK, and he said, "Oh, yeah, man, everybody likes music." I was like, I don't know, Perry. I don't think you like some of the music that we had to.
Yeah, it's not a real toe tapper, to say the least.
You don't go home whistling it for sure, but. Well, Kane, what are the holidays today? We had some big ones last week, including National Redneck Day and Independence Day, of course. So what do we got on the docket for today?
Well, a couple of weeks ago, we had National Madagascar Day, and today, we've got Bahamas Independence Day. So,
oh, heck yeah.
Shout out Bahamas. Congrats on your independence. We liked watching our basketball team play down there, and we have that picture of us and Coleman down there, actually.
Hey, I'm actually going to go back and look that up after the show and post it. I feel like National Bahamas Day is the time to post that. Yeah, we beat Mega B-Max down there, right, Caden? Mm-hmm. And I think this year on the team, the Croatian guy, I'm blanking on his name. Maybe somebody can remind me.
Ilovic.
Well, see, even if I knew it, I wouldn't be able to pronounce it. But anyway, he played for Mega B-Max, I believe. So, yeah, celebrating Jelovic.
Was he on he wasn't on the team when we played him, right? He would have been a kid back then.
I don't think so, yeah. I do think this is like his 7th year of eligibility, kind of like everybody else, though. So, I don't know.
Is he 30?
You're probably close to it. Yeah, honestly. But yeah, Bahamas Day shout out. I think we've got listeners in the Bahamas, Caden. I don't know if that's from the time that a bunch of Kentucky fans were down there, but I'm still counting it. Somebody listened to us in the Bahamas, so it still counts. But
my guess it was Brady Welsh's parents, but we can just say it's some random person that figured out about us.
Hey, it was it was the same chick that figured out about us from the picture. Let's just say that it was her. Yeah, I like that.
You think she'll still come on sometime?
I think so. Yeah, I think if we run out of guests, I think she's on the list somewhere. If we can't find anybody one week, we really want a guest. Nothing against her, but
Hey, speaking of media, aren't we in John Huang's new book?
Well, yeah. This is on my list of topics for tonight. Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to jump the gun.
Oh, you don't have to jump the gun. I mean, yeah, we can go ahead and say that right now. Supposedly, yeah, Kate and I both got a little text from John Huang the other day. As you know, you may know he has another book out. I feel like he's written like 300 books by this point, which I don't know if I can even write one book in my career. I'm going to try though. But anyway, John said that Talkin Kentucky's online influence, quote unquote, made it in to his new book somehow. So Caden, how do you think we made it in? I'm curious. You think he wrote about the Turtle Man call in there? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. He could have wrote about. There's a long list of things he could have said about us. Some of the things we said on this show. I don't really remember. What did we talk about that episode with him? I'd have to go back and listen. We
talked about how Bruce Pearl sweats a lot, and Auburn is the toughest place to play because of that.
Okay, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, we talked about. Yeah, I just think the hardest places to play in the SEC is all I can remember right now. We talked about NIL a lot. Name, Image, and Murder was the title of his last novel that he wrote. So
I probably said my thoughts about the NIL like I do just about every episode.
That's right. Yeah. So
spoiler, I don't like it.
Yeah, same. But I'll have to check out his book and see what we got in there, Caden. I'm curious to see now that Talkin Kentucky made it into its first book. So.
Well, I didn't mean to distract us from the holidays, so get back to that.
Yeah.
It's Don't Step on a Bee Day. I don't think I stepped on a bee today. Did you?
I didn't today, but I have before, Caden, when I was
without shoes on.
Yeah, without shoes on when I was really little. I was probably 3 or so during the summertime. Just got out of the pool. Was running through the grass and stepped right on a bumblebee. Don't recommend it. Wasn't a great time.
So you got stung on the foot.
I did get stung in the foot. Yeah.
Don't they supposedly die after they sting you? Is that what they say?
May have. Didn't matter though. He still got the sting in before he died. So didn't really matter to me if he was dead or alive after he stung me. I still got stung. So.
Well, you didn't have an allergic reaction or anything, did you?
I didn't. I'm still here today. So yeah, that's one thing I'm not allergic to, Caden, is bees apparently. So.
Everything else though.
Yeah, everything else not so much, but yeah.
It's National Wyoming Day. I've never been to Wyoming. I don't know anything about Wyoming.
Been to Wyoming once. It's fine. Yeah.
Why'd you go to Wyoming?
Took an orchestra audition there, Caden. And didn't get it.
How many excerpts did you get through?
Made it through a few. Made it through like 5.
And for our audience who doesn't know, you go to these orchestra auditions and you don't play the whole list. If they don't like you, you'll play one excerpt and they'll say thank you.
Yes.
And you go home.
I actually thought I was going to get dismissed before I did, to be completely honest. It was my first orchestra audition ever. And I thought I was going to get the thank you next earlier than I did. But I had to keep playing. So it was one of those, Caden, like, I didn't think I'd get this far. What do I do now? So
yeah, I didn't expect the follow-up.
No, I didn't expect the follow-up. Yeah. So anyway, shout out Wyoming. Yeah. Specifically Cheyenne.
It is. Oh man, here's a good one. It's Gospel Day, Coleman.
Oh yeah, that's good.
It's a big topic.
What's your favorite gospel?
You really all of them.
I mean, I like all of them too. Yeah. I don't discriminate on the Gospels. I think we need all of them. But I'm a John kind of guy. Okay, now I like the Gospel of John. It's my favorite one these days, at least. I give an honorable mention to Matthew though. Got to have the genealogy of Jesus in there. Without that, I don't think we'd be able to really to appreciate the Gospel. We won't get into too much of theology, but shout out to Matthew and John for sure.
Do you like gospel music?
I do like gospel music. Yeah. You gotta have it. Yeah. I don't know if I'm the best gospel music musician necessarily. I can play some blues. I don't know if that's necessarily the same category as gospel, but
kind of fits in the realm.
We're getting there. Yeah. But yeah, appreciate. I don't discriminate on gospel. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, the music, it's all good.
All right, let's do one more. It is Pick Blueberries Day.
No, I have not done that today. But and I don't think I've ever picked blueberries, but that sounds fun. I'd like to try that. I've picked lavender. It's probably one of the less manly things that I've done. But I have picked lavender. And I think I've picked a few other things.
Apples. What did your girlfriend at the time get you to do it or something?
It was my mom.
Lavender with her.
Your mom. But yeah, lavender, and we did apples, and but not blueberries. Haven't checked that one off the list yet. So
all right, well, I think I have picked blueberries when I was a kid. Pretty cool when you come across a plant you can actually eat it. So
yeah, that's good.
You just hope you're not eating bugs when you eat it.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
So yeah, those are topics for today.
All right.
A few heavy hitters in there. But.
Okay, yeah, I like it. It is also national. I saw Madeline said here it's National Kitten Day. So go cats! Shout out cats, specifically kittens. Slowly becoming more of a cat person because of my mom's cat Ella, which is our cat. I guess you could say she's also my cat, and so
she wears the bell.
She wears the bell. Yes, got to have.
You can hear it coming from a mile away.
Cats are so quiet. You got to have the bell on there so you can figure out where they are. But yeah, especially kittens. Kittens are really quiet. So yeah, shout out to kittens too. Caden, we are, a few years ago, we were number 23 on FeedSpot's top 100 Kentucky podcast that you must check out. Not just Kentucky sports podcast, but top 100 podcast about Kentucky. So, you got government in there. You got, just other Kentucky topics. It's any, politics, those kind of things. And we came in as Michael Jordan, number 23. I think actually one of our episodes is Talkin number 23. Well, checking back in, now fast forward to 2025, Caden, we've moved up to number 17 of the top 100 Kentucky podcasts. So just a humble brag there. Okay, number 17, KSR's number 1. Still no surprise there. But Caden, just between you and me, we did beat the Leach report. So, Tom Leach, watch out. We're coming for you. Next thing you know, it's not going to be Tom and Jack Gibbons. It's going to be me and Caden calling the Kentucky games. Can you imagine that?
I don't know if they want that.
We would definitely be something. We'd be entertaining on some level. Not the same way that Jack and Tom are entertaining. Probably we would. We'd probably
be a lot less statistics involved.
We'd be like, yeah, we just need to play Rob Dillingham. Can you imagine if we were at Cal's last year? If we were the commentators, we would just complain nonstop about.
Yeah, I'd say, well, Rod and Reed are going to the bench once again.
Yeah, where they apparently belong. Yep.
And our shooting got worse once they sat on the bench. So
yeah,
just say that over and over again.
We wouldn't have played Shea Gilgeous-Alexander either, though. We would agree with Cal on that one. Which, by the way, did you see that he's going to be the cover on 2K26?
Who, Cal?
No, SGA.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. I still won't buy it.
Yeah, he still wasn't good at Kentucky. Well, he's fine at Kentucky, but he wasn't all 2000s at Kentucky.
Yeah, you can't say he wasn't good because he probably didn't score like 20 points a game. He was a quiet 20 though. It's like after a game he has like 40, and you're like, you don't even remember him hitting a single shot.
I feel like him and Antonio Reeves are the two of the most quiet scorers really in Kentucky basketball history, but definitely in the Cal era. Because you look up and honestly, I'd probably put Otega Owe in that category too. I mean, there was
Emmanuel
only one.
Quickly made it look easy.
Quickly did too with the floater, but last year, I mean, there was only, I believe, one game that Otega Owe didn't break into double digits. I can't remember which game it was, but I think it was only the one game. I think he still had 8 or 9 or something. So, I mean, he's definitely one that you looked up and he had 20 and you didn't even realize it. So
he had a crazy streak of 20 something straight, right?
He did
hitting double digits. It's insane,
yeah, especially against Oklahoma. He liked playing well against Oklahoma for sure.
Yeah, and Brandon Garrison liked fighting Oklahoma. So,
Atheos is Bama. Okay, but shout out Atheo. Nice seeing the comments. Yeah, that's that makes sense, Caden.
What about Bama?
That was the game that Otega didn't break into double digits. Yeah,
okay.
That certainly didn't help our chances in beating Alabama if Owe didn't break double digits. But I'm still thrilled that he's coming back. Caden, I feel like there's definitely there definitely was a time where he would not have come back. But I feel like that's one of the good things about NIL. I think NIL was a factor in the decision for him to come back. So that's definitely good.
Did you see that video the other day of them in practice hitting a full court shot and winning those Kobe shoes? Did you see that video?
I did. Yeah.
I think it was Moreno, our center, that hit it.
Moreno's going to be good, man. I know he got hurt in the what was it, like right before he went to the represent the USA kind of thing. It's not the Olympics. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called. It's not the Olympics, but it's like the Olympics, I guess. But might be a blessing in disguise, Caden, because I feel like he could have gotten hurt even more. And we just need to. That's what got us last year, right? Were the injuries. We need to be healthy this year. And I know
we also didn't have this depth that we have this year, though.
Well, so, I was getting ready to
knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood.
We'll be in a little better shape.
Yeah, no, I agree that we have more depth, but I feel like we still got to be more healthy than we were last year. I feel like if we stay healthy, we're a Final Four team. But even if we have even with the depth that we have, I still feel like we'd get into trouble. So we got to stay healthy for sure.
Didn't Aberdeen say that this team's better than Florida was last year?
Did he say that?
Hasn't that been going around where he supposedly said that?
Well, I believe it. I mean, clearly we
did beat them.
Florida. Yeah, I guess we did beat them. Kate and I were there. It's confirmed. We did beat Florida.
We watched Kentucky win the championship. If you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, if you do the math, we were certainly there at the national championship. So, there are games. I love last year's team. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love last year's team. They were so much fun to watch. But the difference in athleticism between us and a Florida or us and a Duke, it does make you wonder how we won some of those games. Okay, and like I look back at that Duke game and I don't know how we beat them. Like I really
strip the ball from paper flag.
Always a big part of it too. And of course they missed some shots and things too. But I mean, it really is incredible some of the wins we were able to pull off last year with really the lack of athleticism that we had. So
Carr really manned up in some of those games too.
He did,
especially early in the season.
And hey, Carr played for Delaware at some point, didn't he? I think somewhere along the way he played at he played at Wake Forest for sure, but I think before that he played at Delaware. Which reminds me, in the new college football 2026 game, Caden, which I picked up today. Shameless plug there. Apparently, Delaware's football team is in the game this year. It was not last year, and they're doing some kind of challenge this year to where if you it's a Delaware Dynasty challenge to where if you win the national championship in the game with Delaware, you can enter a competition with a grand prize for what they'll fly you up to a game at Delaware and give you on-field access and a bunch of swag. So
Well,
that
that's
tells
easy. Just put the difficulty on beginner and wipe the floor.
well, but what that tells me is Delaware must be pretty bad in this game. Like Delaware must be struggling a little bit, Caden. But so I know I pre-ordered this football game, Caden. I know you're going to be pre-ordering that basketball game whenever it comes out in 2028. Hopefully they do
2050 when it comes out.
2050 or 2028, whichever comes first. But hopefully they do this when the basketball game comes out. If you pre-ordered it, they give you this cool little flag that I got. So isn't that snazzy, Caden? College football 26 little pellet flag or whatever they call it there. So that's
So you got the flag. When's the actual game come in?
Oh, I've got the game too. I got the game of the flag at the same time. Okay, so
okay.
It's ready to go. Yeah. Problem is I'm in the middle of moving across the country, so won't have time to play very much for a little bit. But we love our college sports games, so that's going to be. Are you gonna like are you gonna like No Life play that game for like a week when it comes out, like everybody else probably will?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I haven't been able to. There hasn't been one since 2010.
2010 was the last time.
That's a lot of years to make up on day one.
That is, yeah. But well, you're gonna have to do it probably. Madeline says Dick Vitale is very high on the Kentucky Wildcats basketball team for the upcoming season, praising Mark Pope's roster building and the potential for a deep tournament run. Love Dick Vitale, and also love. I don't know why Kentucky fans seem to not like Dick Vitale. I love Dick Vitale, but I feel like there's a lot of Kentucky fans that don't and feel like he kind of hates Kentucky. But I feel like he's always a kind of a Kentucky homer on the broadcast, Caden. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, one of my earliest memories is him picking Kentucky to win the championship that year with John Wall, which everyone else did too, obviously. But when he did that, I was like, dang, I didn't know Dickie V liked Kentucky like that.
And we would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling West Virginia Mountaineers, which I don't know if you saw this. Clive was talking about La Familia and TBT starting up this weekend. Trey Mitchell, Caden, did not elect to play for Kentucky's TBT team, but he is going to play for West Virginia's TBT team. So does that surprise you? I mean, why would you want to play for West Virginia? You don't want to
it's
Bob
like
Huggins.
It's guaranteed first round loss.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, if you play Kentucky, you're definitely going to lose. Have we lost to West Virginia since that Elite Eight? I don't think we have. We played them several times, but I don't
remember. We watched one of those games together.
We did, yes, in Oklahoma City. Yeah, that was good. I did not think we were going to win that game. That was the Kevin Knox year. I feel like
we really handedly won.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, that was one of the more surprising Kentucky games that I remember. I did not expect to win that game. But yeah, that was a good memory for sure. But does that upset you at all? Do you feel betrayed by Trey Mitchell's commitment to West Virginia's throwback team there?
Not really. It's a summer games that don't even matter, and it's not like I don't know John Wall choosing to play for a different team, or even like if it was a Kentucky dude like Reed Shepherd choosing to play for Tennessee or something,
or Arkansas. Yeah, that would be.
Oh gosh, yeah, Adu would definitely choose Arkansas team, wouldn't he?
Adu would choose Arkansas, and then Reed Shepherd. Have you been able to forgive him for wearing that Arkansas shirt into the NBA draft yet? I feel like a lot of Kentucky fans haven't forgotten that.
Yeah, I'll never understand that.
It was a little strange.
I don't think that was some red flags here.
Some red flags here.
Yeah. I don't think that was a good move, but
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so either. But Caden, a list of the most boring cities in the United States came out recently, and there's been a lot of buzz about Lexington being number 13 on the list, which I found a little bit surprising, honestly. I feel like a lot of people have a problem with this, but Caden, do you agree that Lexington is the 13th most boring city in the United States?
Well, I noticed Louisville was also on that list.
It's number 12.
I'm curious on how they made this list. I'm assuming other like smaller cities were not in the running, like Bowling Green or Owensboro or places like that. It probably had to have at least 100,000 or 200,000 people, if I had to guess.
I think it's going with like bigger cities here because obviously, like, nowhere, North Dakota would probably be in there for most boring cities, but I think it's going with mainly big cities. The reason it gives for Lexington, it says college towns like Lexington also appear often scoring low on nightlife and attractions despite younger demographics. I don't know, Ken. I've never been a big nightlife attractions kind of guy. I feel like I don't need that to be entertained in the city.
Yeah, but to their point, what is there to do there? Like, if you are one of those people, what, 2 keys? Is that it?
Well, I think when we were recruiting Hunter Dickinson to Kentucky, Caden, you said that you'd take him to the Arboretum. So I think the Arboretum is something that's good to do. It's not necessarily nightlife, but my idea of a good time is walking at the Arboretum. You can go over and
take him Red River Gorge.
Yeah, you can go to Goodfellas Pizza, Crank and Boom ice cream. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of nature and there's a lot of good food. So I don't really know. And there's horses too. I feel like we're leaving Keeneland out of this. I feel like that's a big attraction for people to go do. I mean, people do the double headers of Keeneland and then they go to a Kentucky game, football game after that. So I feel like Lexington's getting a bad rap.
Yeah. Well, for people like us, I think we'd all agree that Lexington's kind of getting screwed in that situation. But to a regular, American who didn't grow up on Kentucky sports, they'd probably look at like Lexington versus Houston and think, oh yeah, Houston, they've got all these NBA, they got NBA and NFL and MLB teams and all this other stuff. So Lexington's probably got some steep competition there.
I think, was it Jalen Lowe that said Lexington's not Houston, but it's all right, or something like that?
That's what the normal American would probably say.
Maybe it's Jalen Lowe's fault that it's that where he came in at number 13 after those comments.
Is it Lowe or Lau? How should we pronounce it?
Well, I think we need to default to Tom Leach, or maybe not, since we beat him in the rankings. Maybe we need to. Maybe he needs to default to us. Yeah, we decide. What are you going with? If you're a betting man, is it Lowe or Lau?
Well,
I'm going Lowe.
I'm going Lowe.
Yeah,
I think the E is silent.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Yeah, that's how you know he's good, because it's not LOW, it's LOW. It's a silent E at the end.
Yeah.
Or you had somebody like, I know he didn't play her, but like Sky Clark had the 2 Y's. When somebody has a name like that, that's how you know they're good at basketball. But to think big cities here, I wanted to see if you can name any others here that are on this 15 most boring cities in America here.
Well, I skimmed it the other day, but I don't know if I remember much. So let me think. Probably
a lot of your former state, Caden. Not Texas, but
Oklahoma City and Tulsa's probably in there.
Yeah, Tulsa's number 15. Oklahoma City is number 7. So
Memphis, I do remember seeing Memphis on there.
Yep,
they're Memphis, number 1, aren't they?
Yeah, Memphis comes in at number 5. Not quite at number 1 yet. So, but number 5, yep.
Man, San Antonio.
San Antonio is number 6, which kind of surprises me, honestly. I feel like San Antonio is a good city, but it is on there. So,
yeah, but what do they got other than? I mean, they got the Spurs and the Riverwalk, and
it's 2 good things. I don't see what's wrong with the Spurs and the
Alamo. If you're into that kind of thing.
Now the Alamo is underwhelming. I will say it's like as big as like a tent or something.
The Riverwalk was very underwhelming to me.
It's overpriced. Yeah, a lot of if you want to have like good,
the food's awful, and it's like $50.
If you want to have good,
it's like going to Chipotle.
Especially, it is. That'd be so. Whenever I'm at Chipotle, and I'm on the phone with Caden, which actually happens more often than you would think. I'll say, I'll do a drink of that, or I'll just do a cup for water. Caden goes, that'll be $50 on the phone when I'm talking to the cashier. So, now we started doing it other places too. So we have an ongoing feud with Chipotle and how expensive it is. But on the Riverwalk, if you want good food in San Antonio, like good Tex-Mex, then should be away from the Riverwalk probably.
I just remember the Riverwalk. Maybe it was just the night I was there, but it was just seemed kind of dirty and
not great.
Always heard about it, and I get there and I'm like, kind of like, this is it.
I've been twice, and it got worse the second time for sure. So I feel like it's not. Maybe that's why it's on this list for sure. But do you have any other guesses on here before I read off the list, Caden? Couple surprises on here.
Is San Francisco on there?
San Francisco is not on here. Just San Antonio is the only San that's on here.
Okay.
But at number 15, as we said, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Number 14, Colorado Springs, Colorado, which is beautiful. Not a ton to do there besides like restaurants and breweries and things. Lexington and Louisville come in at number 13 and 12. Albuquerque, New Mexico comes in at number 11. Then we got Phoenix, Arizona. Tallahassee, Florida, which I could absolutely see. Columbus, Ohio, which kind of surprises me. I've always heard good things about Columbus. What about you, Caden?
I've heard good things about Columbus as well.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. Oklahoma City's number 7. I would flip Oklahoma City and Tulsa. I think Tulsa is more boring than Oklahoma City, personally.
When I was in Oklahoma City, it almost felt like a big town to me. Tulsa's the one that had all the skyscrapers and everything.
Yeah, it does, but I feel like there's nobody there. It was almost like a ghost town. Like it was kind of weird. As we already talked about San Antonio, and number 5 is Memphis, as we said. Number 4, this one makes sense. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Caden, the first time I ever played 2K, they had the G League on there, and I did not get drafted in my player, and I played for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. So that was my it's my Sioux Falls experience there.
Well,
so
that's more than I have with Sioux Falls. So
yeah, so shout out to the Skyforce. Corpus Christi, Texas comes in at number 3. I feel like there's might be nice beaches there, or at least nice compared to Galveston.
I always heard that.
Yeah,
go further south and there's better beaches.
Yep, water's less brown.
Don't go to Galveston.
Don't go to. Yeah, if we haven't said that,
it's a moral of the story here.
If we haven't said that on this show, don't go to Galveston for sure. Wichita, Kansas at number 2. That makes total sense. You don't want to you want to be in Topeka. You don't want to go to Wichita. I mean, Topeka's way better. Everybody knows that. But Jacksonville, Florida comes in at number 1. I can see this actually.
Kind of surprised me.
Yeah, you might think, well, Florida's a cool place to be. The beaches and everything. I went to the Gator Bowl with marching band when I was in the band at Kentucky, and we lost to Georgia Tech, which that was definitely boring. But it did stink, Caden. There wasn't a lot to do. There are a lot of chain restaurants, and there's not many local
Bowling
places. Green. Yeah, nothing against Bowling Green, but like if you look at the reasoning here, it says Jacksonville ranked dead last due to its high percentage of chain restaurants and low density of nightlife. Wichita and Corpus Christi suffer from limited cultural and culinary variety. And mid-sized cities such as Memphis, Colorado Springs, and Tulsa are penalized for fewer entertainment venues and events. Yeah, I mean,
whoever made this list likes to party. So what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's the person that made this list just like spend all night. Maybe they're going to the Boom Boom Room in Lawrence.
I bet they love Nashville.
I bet they do. That's where I feel like it's where the kids are going these days. Is Nashville for sure.
And Austin, they probably love Austin, Texas.
Josh Hart says, "What the heck? I got no notification at all." Well, better late than never, Josh. So what's up? We were just talking about the most boring cities in America, and while Lexington may or may not be one, but Yeah, Madeline says Columbus is the big snooze. I feel like Madeline is our Ohio expert on the show, being a Cincinnati local. And if she says Columbus is bad, okay, I'm going to take her word for it.
Didn't it say that Jacksonville is the biggest city by square mile or something? I always heard that Houston was. I feel like a lot of cities claim that.
It could be. Claude says Jacksonville, Florida is the top 5 biggest cities in the USA. I feel like every city, does like say that, like per square mile, the most, like if you look at all the Waffle Houses, like we're the biggest. Like
that's what Bowling Green says.
Yeah,
Bowling Green says we got the most restaurants per whatever
per capita. Yeah, I believe that about Bowling Green.
I believe that.
Is there any restaurant that's like a chain restaurant that's not in Bowling Green? I mean, if you leave aside like Whataburger,
there's no Whataburger. That's what I was going to say.
I mean,
no Whataburger. I bet that's going to come though.
Eventually, yeah. Harmon Dobson.
There's no Moe's. Sure. We used to have a Moe's, but there's not a Moe's anymore.
I like Moe's. Moe's is underrated. They give you a cookie, like at the
free
end.
Chips.
Yeah, free chips. Where do you get that? Probably free guacamole, unlike Chipotle. So that will not be $50 at the end of the line. Is the moral of the story here. So, well, I thought it would be fun to, after we take a few calls here, hopefully, because I know we didn't take calls last week. I thought it would be fun to do to rank our since we're talking about the rankings of our favorite. Or our biggest and most boring cities and to the least boring cities. I thought it'd be fun to rank our most favorite SEC teams to our least favorite SEC teams. We've done this before in the past, but it's been a long time. I think it was actually Morgan was on the show when we did. So it was like the first year of the podcast. Morgan said he had no problem with Vanderbilt because he's not scared of them or something, and had no reason to hate them. That's all I remember about that episode. But it's been a few years, so I feel like we need to have some updated rankings. So we're definitely going to do that.
It almost sounds like this could be a tier list.
It could, yeah. I mean, we can do a tier list if you want. I mean, we don't have the visuals pulled up.
I can see during the calls if I can put something together.
Hey, if you want to do a buzzer beater tier list, just let us know. But we'll open up the phone lines, especially since we didn't do them last week. 502-234-1504. Give us a shout, and let us know how your summer's going. If you're excited for Kentucky football for some reason. Which we have been getting some good commit. We've actually since Vince left, Caden, we've actually been doing pretty well in recruiting. So which is strange, but true. So who knows? Maybe it was a cultural shift that was needed. So
what's Josh saying? It's coming because of Buc-ee's. What's coming?
I don't know.
Moe's?
I don't know what Moe's has to do with Buc-ee's. Do you think there's gonna? Oh, there is a Buc-ee's in Bowling Green, so maybe with Buc-ee's comes everything else. Is that what he's saying? Because of Whataburger, like the Texas connection there.
It might be true.
I could see it.
I can definitely see Whataburger coming to Bowling Green. Isn't there one in Nashville, anyways? So.
I think so. It's slowly creeping its way north, but getting the call here. Hey, you're on with Talkin Kentucky. Who's this?
Clyde.
What's up, Clyde? How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Not much.
How you doing?
We're doing well. Just talking the talk here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that the other day too. Where Lexington, excuse me. Sorry, I just got done eating some Wendy's. But yeah, I saw that the other day about Lexington being like top 13 for most boringest cities. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've actually never have found Lexington to be boring. I always find something to do in this town. I always entertain myself. It don't take much to actually entertain me. And as long as I got Kentucky basketball, football, and KSR, I think I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm a pretty simple man. and it don't take much to keep me entertained. So I think I'm good. I mean, yeah, you go to Louisville, go to Kentucky Kingdom, all that stuff, but I think I'm good right where I'm at, honestly.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, that's all. That's all I need. Kentucky basketball, Kentucky football. Yeah, some KSR. Maybe throw a little Talking Kentucky in there, and that's all you
Oh yeah,
need. Yeah, that's all you need in life. So I agree with you, Clyde. Simple is better.
oh yeah. Simple is better because it just like I said, it just don't take much to entertain me, and plus I'm so ready for basketball season anyways, and I know we're about 7 more Saturdays until Kentucky football breaks all of our hearts, and you know, and but honestly, they might surprise us. I know I got us going 2-10, 3-9, but honestly, I hope we go 6-6 at least. If we go 6-6, go to a bowl game, win that bowl game, just go 7-6, I would be actually satisfied. I mean, despite all the drama that's been going on with our football program recently, and the departure of Vince Merrill going to Louisville and everything, and I would be good with a 6-6 season. I would be perfectly fine with it, honestly.
Yeah, I saw one of your posts the other day about that actually, Clyde, and I agree with you. Yeah, it's like we probably won't have a great season, but yeah, like I have a little bit of hope. Like I could see us being able to get to a bowl game, and I think if we do, then it's a huge win for this year. With all the culture changes and things that have gone on in the program, and there's a lot of drama and noise or rat poison, as Nick Saban would say, around the program. So
Yep.
um, all we can do is cheer for them and hope they do the best. Like so, we want them to succeed, right? So
Yes.
I think going into the season, like all we can do is support Stoops and support who we got, support who's wearing the blue and white for us, and yeah, that's all we can do.
I mean, exactly. And I still believe that this is his last ride with us. I mean, I really do. And I think a lot of the fan base obviously feels that way. Um, I really believe that it is probably his last ride. So if they could just end it with a 6-6 season and win that bowl game, then I don't think fans would be too mad that he left, because at least he left kind of on a high note. And where he has taken this football program, to places that I never thought that was even possible. And I know you feel that way too. And I really hope Stoops actually gets the last laugh, because I think he's motivated. Honestly, he is, because look at the recruiting since Vince Merrill has left.
Yeah,
When Vince Merrill was here, we had two. Since he's left, we have like 9 or however many we have since he's left. So
yeah.
the recruiting isn't going anywhere.
No, it's
And
not. And no,
I'm very confident.
I do love, I've always been a Stoops guy and a Stoops supporter. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
easy to get frustrated with some of his like on field decisions at times. He can be stubborn. He's very conservative when it comes to decision making, except against Ole Miss this past year. Which would look what happened. We
yeah.
won the game, but I do love Stoops, and kind of like Cal. For his sake, I hope that it ends on a high note. Unfortunately, it didn't with Calipari, but I hope
No.
the Stoops exit is not a bad one.
Yeah, I mean, what with Cal, he wouldn't kind of like Stoops. He doesn't change his philosophy. But did you hear what KSR said this morning about Cal? They said that Cal is going to change his philosophy, because that recent interview he had, he said he's going to change the way he's coaching. Why didn't he do that 10 years ago? Why didn't he do that when
Well,
basketball was starting to shift more to the 3-point line?
I mean,
Why didn't he do that then?
he can say that. I think he said a lot of things at Kentucky too that
Yeah.
he was going to do, but then he actually didn't end up doing it. So I think the proof will be in the pudding there for sure. But well, Clyde, thanks for calling in. As always, you have anything else before we let you go?
And just to back what you said, yeah, I mean, same with the Shannon Sharp situation. We all got fooled and played, and I think that's when basically the whole fan base turned on Cal. I think that was the point. it wasn't this. I think the Shady Sharp was the start of it, but then losing to St. Peter's, it just went downhill since then. So, but hey, we're on a high note now. We got Pope and Cal's old news. So there you go.
That's right. Yeah, onward and upward. All right, Clyde, thanks for calling in.
All right, go Cats.
Go Cats. How's your cheer list going over there? Caden, you figuring out any buzzer beater things? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was talking on mute. I almost got it. Maybe after one more
Okay.
call, Josh or
Theo,
Madeline.
Yeah, we need one more call so we can get this on show prep as we've tended to do lately on here going. But that's how we get the best
There we
shows.
go.
Yeah, get one more call here. Hey, you're on with Talkin Kentucky. Who's this?
Hey, it's Josh. What's going on?
What's up, Josh? Nice to hear from you. How was your venture out west in Utah?
It was great. I'm still here in the bluegrass, and unfortunately, I'll be here for another 3 to 4 weeks. Went to get my oil changed in my vehicle the other day, and found out that I had oil in my radiator, or not my radiator, or my coolant system, up in my coolant, and it got all in my engine and my compressor, and it messed my engine up. So I'm gonna have to get a new engine put in my Jeep.
That is the word. I bet that sounds expensive, to say the least.
It is. It's going to cost $6,700 up to $10,000 for it. But luckily, I have it under warranty, so I'm not going to be out of dime.
Oh, that's great. Okay, that's really good. But maybe it's a blessing in disguise. You get to be home a little bit longer. So it's maybe if you look on the bright side, that's good.
Yeah, and you can DoorDash. I went out and DoorDash today and worked today and made $175 on 21 deliveries. So God is good. God always provides.
Yes, He does. Amen to that. Well, Josh, what you got for us?
Oh man, was listening to Clyde earlier in his comments, and he was talking about what he heard on KSR, and Calipari said he was going to develop more off the bench, like get bench, people that want to stay at the program for like 2, 3, 4 years, maybe. He it sounds like he wants to get away from the one and dones, but with everything with the NIL too, that's changing everything too. But anyways, but yeah, he did say that he's going to change his ways, but like you just told him. Calipari told us that in Kentucky multiple times, different things, and he never followed through. So,
yeah, including about zone. He's like, yeah, we're going to play a lot of zone this year, and then you never see zone, or you see it for like one possession or something. So Calipari is all talk to be sure, but I'll be interested to see what he does. But Josh, what are you feeling about UK football? Do you think are you feeling any better as the season gets closer?
I really haven't been able to keep up with it much, but I mean, the way it sounds, we're going to have a decent team this year. I don't know who picked 7 and 5. Was that you, Coleman, or Caden?
I think that was me. Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah,
me.
But I liked your picks. I like 7 and 5. I'm comfortable at saying they're going to go 7 and 5 with you, man. I think they really are. I think we're going to sneak a couple of them games in. We didn't think we're going to win, but we're going to get them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I mean, that always happens with Stoops' team. I mean, historically, if you look at Stoops' teams, they always get one that they're not supposed to. And last year it was Ole Miss, right? There's no reason that we can't steal a couple of those this year too. The problem is we just got to win the ones at home that we're supposed to. We got to beat Vanderbilt at home. We got to beat South Carolina at home, and that's what we didn't do last year, and that's why we kind of had the spiral that we did. But we've heard Mark Stoops is motivated, quote unquote. So, maybe this will be the culture shift that he's been talking about.
Yeah. I was listening to Tom Leach this morning on the radio too, because like I said, I was out door dashing today, and he was saying something about they're trying to pass something with Congress right now called the SCORE Act. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe you guys can look at it later. And something to do with college basketball and NIL, I believe.
I know there's a million legal things happening with NIL right now, but I really don't know the ins and outs of all of them. But what I hope is the result of all those things, and what I know the goal is to make it less of the Wild West, right? Like right now, it's just like people are signing, $4 and $5 million deals for a year to play quarterback, right? And that's like what can't happen anymore, right? Like there's got to be some sort of cap on it so that college sports, I think eventually it will never be quite the same as it was, but I think we're going to get much closer to what college sports, quote unquote, were before than what we've seen this past couple of years.
Yeah, because Sherrod Sanders, Deion Sanders' son,
yeah,
Colorado, I think his NIL deal was like $9.2 million.
Yeah, I know. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And can you imagine being? I mean, the thing for me with that is, can you imagine being an 18-year-old kid and having that much money? Like, I would have trouble managing that much money, now. Like, so can you imagine like coming right out of high school and being a millionaire?
Yeah, but they've always had money because of dad. But I mean, maybe it's a little bit different. But they've always had money. Them guys have not went without. You know what I'm saying? They've had money their entire lives because of dad.
That's true.
But they're making their own. They're making their own money now, so that's great too. I'm never going to hate on these dudes. I hope they have good careers, whatever.
Yeah.
But just $9 million for him playing football, and college football is just insane.
It is,
and they really need to tighten that down, because I'm sorry, there's nobody worth that kind of money in college football, because you're very, very unproven.
Yep. No, I agree with you there, man. I agree, and hopefully we'll get it reined in. But, you got anything else before we let you go? It's good to hear from you.
No, just it. I'm just gonna be at the house, waiting on me getting that engine put in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll be home for a while and get some stuff done around here and go out and DoorDash, make money, and still got to pay the bills, even though I'm not working. So I got to make money somehow. So other than that, it's just quiet, peaceful evening here in Eastern Kentucky, and no place like home.
That's right. Absolutely. Well, thanks for calling in, man, and good luck with your car getting fixed. Hope all goes well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
God bless y'all, and go Cats.
God bless and go Cats. The greatest tagline ever there. All right, Caden. What do you think about the tier list here? Oh, you're still muted. Unfortunately. There you are.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't talk. I was just trying to get this added to the
stage.
Oh, we gotta remove the
we gotta remove the calls. Yeah, there we go. All right, sweet. Well, Caden, did you do all this in like the past?
Yeah. The hardest part's finding the tier list website, but once you do that, it's pretty easy.
It is, yes. Well, there we go. Okay, well, I think we can jump in here if we so desire. Let's see. How do we want to do this here? So I think we'll start.
Wait, where did it go?
Oh, it's up there. I see it. Are you not? Are you seeing things again? Is your background blue?
No, when I click a school, it just.
Oh, we click a school, it stops, or it doesn't work. Well,
you seen this?
I do see it. Maybe we just need to remove it from the screen and add it back. Let's see. Isn't that the bet?
No, it's not. It's not anything with StreamYard. It's probably the scuffed website.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you got all the American.
There we go.
Down there. Okay.
You got to drag and drop.
There you go. Okay.
We'll go ahead and put that at G though. UK.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna. I think we're going. So what do all these stand for? Like super, or S is like super, and then we have A, B, C, and D. Okay, yeah, and then we have
Yeah.
goated. Okay, that
And
makes
I
sense.
can add worse ones if we feel
really
like
need
it's
to.
needed,
Yeah.
which we might. But
We might, yeah. Well, okay. Let's just go in order here. I guess in order of what they're up there as. So yeah, UK is goaded, for sure. Okay, Auburn. I don't have any. I don't have any strong feelings about Auburn.
Charles Barkley.
I like Charles Barkley. I think Charles Barkley's funny. I think their case was hurt this year when they started whipping our floor with belts. I didn't yeah, I didn't think I don't think that was necessarily the best thing in the world, but I don't have anything against Auburn, Caden. Like I've always kind of liked Auburn. So I'm kind of like Clyde, that kind of always liked North Carolina. I'll probably go A for Auburn.
I'm a little different from you in that regard. I don't really like Auburn, and then they ended up whipping our floor, and I don't like playing there. It's like a fight every time we go there. So I would probably go with C. What if we average it out and say B?
Oscar, wait, why was it? The people are saying that Josh's phone number is on the screen.
When I shared my screen, for some reason, it brought up the Google Voice.
Oh,
so
that's all right.
Josh, if you get spammed,
spammed, let us know. Yeah. But sorry about that, Josh. Nobody called Josh. But anyway, okay, you don't like Auburn. Okay, so where are we putting it?
Let's do B.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I can get behind that. I mean, I'm not going to argue for it to be higher than B, so that makes it okay. LSU. Okay, so for me, I went to LSU for my doctorate. I lived in Baton Rouge for 4 years. I have some Tiger gear, have some LSU swag. LSU really grew on me when I was down there. I like, Mike the Tiger and I are buddies. So I got to put it at S, Caden. I like LSU.
S,
I know you're probably not gonna put it that high, but I think for as much of a personal connection as I have to LSU, I'm probably gonna put it at S. Yeah.
I don't really have a problem with LSU other than they had Will Wade at one point, but now don't they have the good old Racers coach, Murray State Racers?
They do, coach? Yeah. Mac McMahon is over there.
So
yeah.
And then they produce Shaq, and I really like Shaq. I think he's a good guy. I'd probably say A, but for the simple fact that you went there, I'll go with S.
Okay, yeah, look at LSU.
I'll do that for you.
I think that LSU's gone way up the list for both of us in the past few years, for whatever reason. Okay, if we go on to Mississippi State, yeah, another
alma mater.
Sort of alma mater. I worked there, didn't go there, but worked at Mississippi State for the past year. I don't have a cowbell, so I feel like I can't put it at S because I don't know if you know this, Caden, but if you're a part of Mississippi State fandom, you can't buy your own cowbell. You have to be given your first cowbell because if you buy one, it is bad luck.
It's a little strange.
It is. I was never given a cowbell though, so I feel like by default I can't put it at S. But I will go A. I will go A there, but it would have made S. Nothing's going to make G, by the way, in case you're wondering. Nothing else is going to make G. But yeah, I can't put it at S because of the cowbell, but I'll go A.
I don't really have any reason to hate Mississippi State. They had that Bernardo dude back in the day that blocked every one of our shots. I remember that, and I'm pretty sure we played them one time. And they hit some half court shot that beat us, but really, they're not a big threat to us in anything, right? So
except I'm gonna have Marcus Cousins' phone number. They did steal Cousins' phone number, and he did the whole call me thing. So hopefully Josh won't have to do the call me too after this. Yeah. So
hey, we honestly might have helped Josh with that. He might get a girlfriend or something out of this. So.
Yeah.
think of
Maybe.
us when that happens, Josh.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll go A. Not really
Okay, that's
offended
fair.
by Mississippi State, so
Texas A&M. Another school I'm not really offended by, to be honest. I've always liked Buzz Williams. I don't have a problem with Buzz Williams. They did almost take Mark Stoops from us, which maybe at the time would have been okay. But I don't love him, but I also don't hate him. I probably put him in the same, category as Auburn for me, so I'd probably go B.
I think I like him a little more than
Okay.
than Auburn.
You like that?
I lived down there for a few years, and it seemed like everyone in Houston went to Texas A&M for engineering. I guess it's an engineering school.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it. I like him a little more than
Okay.
I would probably say A, same tier as Mississippi State. So I guess comments can help decide that one.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with A. You can put it at A. Yeah. I like.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine
You're
with
not.
that.
You're
Yeah.
not going to argue your stance here.
No, that's fine with me. I didn't. I put
Get this
Auburn at
color
A.
coordination here at A.
Yeah, I mean, it only makes sense. Yeah, I agree. But they got all the NIL money too, so they bought their spot in A. It's Texas ATM. There. So, okay, Alabama going next. Well, I have a lot of Alabama fan friends, like a lot, and I've always liked Nick Saban. Don't like Nate Oates, so that hurts their chances of being very high. So I feel like you got to put them right next to Auburn at B, personally. Yeah.
Here's a question for you: Who's more obnoxious, Alabama football fans or Kentucky basketball fans?
Kentucky basketball fans probably are in the best way. I mean that in the most loving way, though.
You're probably right, but I've known a lot of Alabama fans as well, and they're pretty obnoxious when it comes to football. I like them, but when they start talking about football, it's like it's a lot.
They're gracious though. Like I feel like when they came to Lexington, like all of us knew that we were going to get beat by 60, and we just all were kind of cool with it, So yeah, I'd go with B.
We kind of just had to sit there and take it every time they came to. Oh, you said B?
Yeah, I'd go B. Is that cool with you?
I was going to say A, but I'm not going to argue my stance here. So
I was just going to put them at B to put them next to Auburn to make Alabama fans mad. So that they have to sit next to Auburn.
I definitely dislike Auburn more than Alabama. So if there was a B, if there was like a C plus tier, that's where Auburn would go for me.
That's true. Okay, Arkansas, F.
D.
Is that
right?
Right?
Yeah. Let me make my new tier for this one.
Yeah, let's go F or new. Or you can
let's change that to nude
or Cal. Yeah, or nude. Yes, that's good. That's good too. They are the most nude fans. Yeah. So Arkansas is down there. I agree. What about so are we arguing that, by the way?
I don't think there's anything to argue.
Okay, well, let's move on. Okay, Florida. Florida used to be my least favorite team in basketball and football. And in some ways they still are. But they've gone up on my list just a little bit, because they haven't been quite as good. I know they just won the championship in basketball, but they haven't been quite as good consistently in either sport. So I think they move up to C for me from D.
They only slightly annoy me. And then we beat them last year. That helps their chances.
It does. It does. Which, by the way, I think we should explain this nude thing for people that don't understand. I just want to say, so Arkansas, when we played at Arkansas a few years ago before Cal got there, their fans were mooning our players while they were shooting free throws. So
specifically Oscar Sheboy.
Yeah, that's where the nude comes from. Just for some context there. Okay,
and it was the guy and the girl doing it, right? It was like a couple.
I think so.
Both with their clothes off.
So yeah, that's why they're the most nude fans. So anyway, I just wanted to get some context there. But yeah, I would say C, but you can do whatever you want.
I'll go with C. That's fine. That's fine.
It's fine. Georgia. Again, it's another one of those schools that just kind of like beats the crap out of you, and you don't really, in football at least, and you don't really care because you can't say anything about it. Although the past few years of football, has been closer with Kentucky. I don't know. In basketball, they did beat us this year. They were kind of obnoxious about it.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that just every now and then they'll sneak up a win on us.
I'll go C. Let's put the rivals
when you least expect it.
Let's put the rivals next to each other again. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Auburn. I feel like that makes sense.
I don't know. I kind of like Georgia more than
Florida.
More than Florida. The true rivalry would be Alabama right next to Georgia, wouldn't it?
Well, we can do. Yeah, we can do for football at least. Yeah, I could be talking to B. Yeah, that's fine with me. Yeah. Okay. Ole Miss. Used to be Hiram. I like the SIP hoodies and everything. But they were very nice after the game, after we beat them. Actually, down there before the game, they were talking a lot of smack. After the game, they were like, "Hey, man, go Cats!" Like, and they were like sucking up to us.
When you were in the stands, do you feel like you were standing there with a bunch of frat guys? Is that what it felt like the entire stadium?
I did, yes. I sat right next to a couple who had a daughter at Ole Miss, and they were from California, and they were it was really weird because they were just like, oh, they didn't care about football. They were like, oh wow, you guys are playing really good, and I was like, and they were telling me like about their daughter and stuff, and I was thinking, I'm sure your daughter is very nice, but I really want to beat the crap out of you guys.
Like, is that the school where girls literally go there to be in a sorority? It's like they
it's one
audition
for
the sorority.
I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot of. You know what? I've actually
choose their college based off the sororities.
I've got an Ole Miss pin actually right now. So I got to tread carefully here. But yes, that's one of them for sure. I've heard that if certain students don't get in the sorority they want, they defer to the next year, which is kind of crazy. But I'll go.
What if we didn't get the trumpet chair we wanted, and we're like, all right, that's it. Transfer into Louisville.
Yeah, well, that would cause some issues. I feel like there, but I don't know. I don't have a problem with Ole Miss. B. I won't put them at A, but I'll put them at B.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that.
I used to kind of like Ole Miss, but they're just kind of like invisible to me.
Speaking of invisible, Missouri.
Yeah, we need to create a new tier that says forgotten or something.
Is that what D means?
Maybe so. Yeah. Doesn't exist.
Disappeared.
So, yeah, disappeared. I feel like they think that they're a rival to us in football. But they're really not, because they really don't play us or beat us very often. So
weren't they ranked in basketball this year?
They were. We beat them. Remember last game of the season? We went over there and beat them. Yeah, I just don't. Yeah.
Well, they beat us the first time, didn't they? Didn't they beat us when we went there?
D for disappeared.
I'm making it up.
No, I think we just went.
Maybe it was Cal's last. Oh, sometime we lost to them. I don't remember.
I think we just played them once this year. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. D for disappeared. Yeah, sounds fine to me.
OU.
OU, that used to be another team I didn't really think about a lot, but this year with the Otega Oweh stuff,
yeah, their fans are kind of a problem.
And the Brandon Garrison, they threw a beer can at Brandon Garrison. Yeah,
it's automatically bottom half of our tier list.
I'm gonna go at least D, if not. Do we need to create a new list, a new tier that says beer can for OU? Because I feel like we might. Because OU is, yeah. or beer or anything. I feel like we can't put
We'll,
them next to
we'll
Missouri.
still put it above Arkansas, though.
It's above Arkansas. Beer would be OU.
What's a good beer color?
Yellow.
We already got a yellow, but okay.
It depends on what kind of beer you like. Yeah, I'll go. Yeah, yellow's fine. Tennessee. I mean, I feel like obviously bottom half. It's
Not
obviously
quite
below.
nude.
It's not quite. They're not nude, but I also don't think they're beer.
That means D, right?
Mustard.
Their fans
Yeah.
are the worst, but you gotta like their basketball coach. But that's the only good thing I can say about them.
So you think they're the same as Missouri? You're going to put them in the same category as Missouri?
Are they C just because they're halfway a
Oh,
threat?
no.
I don't know.
Don't put them above Missouri. No.
All right, I'll put them with Missouri.
I'd say you create an F tier just for Tennessee. That's what I
We're
would
running
do.
out of space here. We'll see if it lets me.
AFIO says low down dirty tier.
LDD.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, there we go. Are we going to be the only ones that understand this tier list? Because I feel like we kind of are. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, moving on to South Carolina. South Carolina's like, I don't like them. I don't hate them, but they are annoying. Like, I would probably put them in the same category as Missouri because they're like, you don't really think about them a lot, but when they show up, they really bug you. So I'd probably go D.
I really can't tell you one thing about South Carolina other than Devin Downey.
Yeah, Devin Downey is like the biggest reason that I'm annoyed with South Carolina, ongoing to this day.
Yeah, we were 19-0.
We were.
I'll
SEC doormat, South Carolina. One fan held.
All right,
Yeah.
that convinced me.
D. Yeah, Devin Downey. Obama had called us that day. Called DeMarcus Cousins and he said, "Hello, President. Mr. President, this is DeMarcus Cousins." And Obama actually jinxed us in that game because he said he asked DeMarcus who we're playing. He said South Carolina, and Obama. I don't know if you remember this, Caden, but Obama said, "I think you'll be all right." Well, we weren't.
We just assume that it's South Carolina. We'd win by 50. We probably should have.
Right. Yeah, and they're a lot of the problem. Okay, Texas. Hook 'em.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, my pastor is a UT fan.
Crazy about football.
Good music program. Yeah, I go A. Okay, no, I have a problem with Texas.
I don't think I can say anything bad about Texas. Who coaches there? He just
is it Shaka Smart?
Is it Shaka Smart now? Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
he's pretty good coach, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So A,
We'll do A.
He was almost. By the way, Shaka Smart was almost our next coach. I think if Mark Pope had not taken the job for some reason, or if Mark Pope didn't exist, that's probably the more valid point there. There's no world that Pope wouldn't have taken the Kentucky job. So if Mark Pope didn't exist, it would have been Shaka Smart, probably. AFIO says, have you all ever seen the video Alabama student describing Tennessee? Said they some snitches, low down, the dirty, like a garbage cut. Yeah, who hasn't seen that video, AFIO? Yeah, I feel like we've definitely all seen that before. So, yeah. You made it purple. I like it. Yeah, low down, dirty. Purple. So we got one more. Okay, Vanderbilt.
Brown, so
if Cody Peevler were on the show right now, Cody would put it lower. Yeah, Cody hates. Doesn't Cody hate Vanderbilt?
But he says they're going to win the championship in football every single year.
Well, this isn't the best teams that we're ranking here. We're ranking which ones we like and dislike the most, I feel like. So I don't
Vanderbilt
know.
still doesn't like cause me any sleepless nights.
They don't bother me. Yeah, they don't keep me up at night, but I am slightly more annoyed at them than I used to be. Caden. Like I feel like remember they've been Vanderbilt's been beating us too much. They beat us in basketball in their big storm of the court. Diego Pavia beat us in football this year. I'm probably putting them right next to Florida at C.
Can there be like a starting to get annoying tier?
Yeah, there can be. I mean, there's really no rules here. So yeah,
would that be between Florida and Missouri then?
Can we make a nerd tier? Because that's where I would put Vanderbilt as a nerd. The nerds. Yeah. I think in between. Yeah, I think, or you could just write Vandy. Like I think of the Vandy tier. I think that's fair too, because they exist within their own realm. I feel like.
What are we going with? Vandy, annoying, nerds.
Nerds. Yeah.
We're going to offend some people again, Coleman.
That's okay. I don't think any Vanderbilt people care enough about sports to watch the show. So
hey,
yeah.
my old band director used to be one of the assistant band directors there. It's really my only connection with Vandy. Oh, Brady Welsh is there now.
Brady Welsh is there. Yeah, that's right. We're sitting here thinking, do we have any connection to Vanderbilt? Yeah, Brady Welsh is there, and also Brad Calipari is there too now, Caden. So, yeah. I wouldn't classify either of them as nerds, by the way. So, but we're still calling it nerds because most of Vanderbilt are nerds. So there you have it. There's our tier list. In case you're wondering about our SEC rankings, yeah, that's
that sums it up pretty good.
Have you seen that clip of Carl Towns? He goes SEC. Have you seen that?
I've seen the compilation.
Yeah, SEC. Yeah, that's what I think. Every time I hear SEC now, I think of Carl Towns going SEC. I need to create that drop probably. So
yeah, that needs to be their new slogan. Him saying that instead of "it means more."
SEC. Yeah, it does. Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching us. We appreciate it. Well, what are we calling this episode? Okay, is it Talking Nerds? I mean, I think that's only fair.
We already have Talking Nude, don't we?
Yeah, and we also have Talking Rednecks. So like this week we need to go the opposite end of the spectrum and go Talking Nerds.
Do we have Talking Nerds?
I don't know.
It's hard to remember by this point. I don't think we do.
See, I feel like we're gonna have to. We are gonna start to have these problems, or we're gonna forget to if we have a certain episode title or not. I'm gonna type in Talking Nerds and see if we have it.
The only thing I can think of is if it would have been on whatever Candy episode it was, but I don't think we did.
Even then, it would have been Nerds Clusters, I feel like. But no, we do not have a Talking Nerds. So yeah, we got to go. Got to go with that. I feel like. Well, thank you, folks, very much for watching. Caden, for the people still on with us, and for the people who made it on podcast this far in the episode. Should we drop who our big guests that we're trying to work out to have on here soon is?
Yeah, we've been trying to work it out for about 2 years now, but
yeah,
Coleman finally had some luck with this one. It sounds like.
Well, yeah, we have some connections for sure.
He's a hard guy to find.
Yeah, well, he is. Yeah, but just a few. Should we see if anybody can guess? We already said, Caden, he's a big Louisville hater.
Yeah, Louisville doesn't like him. Michigan State doesn't like him.
Louisville doesn't like him. Michigan State doesn't like him. The 3-point line loves him. Does anybody have any guesses?
Western Kentucky loves him too.
Yeah, well, especially Muhlenberg County. Muhlenberg County really loves them. Yeah, see if we have any guesses down there. Maybe not. I don't know. Some people have jumped off. Well, here pretty soon. Maybe we should leave it hanging at the cliffhanger there. What do you think, Caden? You think that's enough?
Considering what we just said, I think it's pretty obvious. So we can leave it there.
Yeah, we can. Let's leave it there. All right.
Spasks. That's what AFIO said. Yeah,
It's not. It's close, but it's not Spasks. But it is. If you rearrange those letters a little bit, you might get it. But all right. Well, for Coleman Scott, for Caden Holmes, and for
Oklahoma throwing beer cans.
Yeah, this has been episode number 134 Talking Kentucky. We'll see you folks next time. Go Cats.